How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be playing a Duskmourn House of Horrors Premier Draft. I got a draft token from the Mastery Pass, so I'm going to be putting that to use. I don't know how it'll go. I'm probably going to be doing this like a treasure draft, going primarily for rares and mythics that I want if I see any. But I will still try to do the best that I can. May not get a lot of wins out of it, but thought I might record it. Maybe I'll end up uploading this and you guys can enjoy seeing the jank that I throw together to go with the rares that I grab. That's essentially what this is going to be, but I'll go ahead and get into it. Alright, we're looking at pick one, pack one. We got Grievous Wound. It's not fantastic by any means. I am going to go ahead and take it. I don't think it's terrible. It's not like a ley line, so it should still be useful. Go ahead and grab it. For this draft, I don't know how much I love that card, but it's not the worst by any means. See what else we go here. I'll probably be prioritizing black for right now. I don't hate the idea of going with Commune with Evil. It's not a rare, but it is a card that I don't hate to see. I think it could still be potentially useful. Gives you a little bit of life. Kind of lets you pick through your cards, can let you fill in your graveyard a little bit, which can be good for Delirium, it can be good for Reanimator. Alright, let's see, pick three. We got Greenhouse and Rickety Gazebo, Clockwork, Turn Inside Out, Flesh Burrower. I don't hate Flesh Burrower. I know green's really strong. Going black-green may be what I try to do here. Winter's Intervention's not terrible. It is at least removal. I think I'm going to go with the Flesh Burrower. Yeah, that's... I don't hate Irreverent Gremlin either, but I think Flesh Burrower's where I'm going here. Okay. For this pack... I don't see anything I love terribly. Anthropede's big, but kind of takes a lot. Gain life if the long neck dies. Honestly, can manifest dread with that if it's tapped. It's only a 3/2. I think I'll go with the Survivor just to give it a try. I do like the Wildfire Wickerfolk, so I may go with that just to give it a try. The Vile Mutilator can be fun if we get into Reanimator, but not totally sold on it, so I'm going to try the Wickerfolk. See what we got here. I don't hate Fear of Being Hunted, especially if we start dipping into red. Manifest Dread's good. Spineseeker Centipede's good for mana, mana fixing. I think I want the Fear of Being Hunted, though. Probably going to take the land here. Not only is it a rare, but it helps mana fixing. Okay, with what we're looking at here, the Bashful Beastie's not terrible. Crack Skull's actually pretty good, because it can turn anything into essentially a 1 toughness creature and forces your opponent to discard a card. I think I'm pretty happy with the Crack Skull. It is cheaper as well. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see. I think this time... It's kind of hard to say. I think I'm going to go with the Beastie this time. I don't want the Stuffy because I don't want everyone to draw. I think I'm going to take Found Footage. Got another attack in the box here. Frantic Strength isn't terrible. I think I'll go with Attack in the Box. It's kind of what I wanted anyway. And then as far as here, I'll go with the Clown. I'll take the Attic. Don't know if I'll play it. About to finally see our next pack, see if we can grab up any more rares. Would really like to see some mythics. And we did get a mythic, and it's a very good card. Some of these other ones look pretty decent too, but definitely gonna immediately take that Shrieker. Okay, finally got the next pack. We do have Black-Red with a Blazemire Verge. Tempted to take it because we are looking at something that's probably going to be like a Jund here. But I will say, I already have a full playset of those. So I don't know if I'm as inclined to take it as I would something else. Impossible Inferno's kind of expensive. I think in this case, I'm still going to take it just because it's good for this deck, but I don't actually need this rare. What we got here? This is a rare, Tale of Tameo. It's not something I've seen that I have been interested in getting. I may still get it just because it's the rare. And I don't see anything I love in here. Ticket Booth is not terrible. Let's Play a Game is interesting and has Delirium. I think I'm going to go with Let's Play a Game. Okay, let's see what we have now. I think Grasping Longneck is good, because at least it's Delirium. It is a 3 cost. 2 or less power creatures we don't have a ton of, but it is a good 2-drop, so I think I'll take the Gremlin. Bellmark Leech is pretty tempting. Another Cracked Skull's pretty nice too. I think I'll go with the Leech here. Another Leech is a definite maybe. Could go with Bleeding Woods just for more mana fixing. I don't hate that idea. But I want more 2-drops, so we'll take the Leech. Do you think Grab the Prize is pretty good with what we're looking at? Murder is obviously fine, so we'll probably go there. Horrid Vigor's a definite maybe. I'm not really looking at blue. This thing's pretty expensive. This thing's a 3-drop, but it's only a 4/1 with Delirium. I think I'll take the... it's hard to say. I'll take the Horrid. It's really a toss-up for me, though. I'll take the Inferno. I might need the removal. Nothing terribly useful here. Probably going to be the way of things. Doesn't look like anybody's really prioritizing blue, if I'm being honest, from the looks of this. Got the Cracked Skull back. Actually going to take the Playmate because it's an artifact. And I'm okay with Frantic Strength. Got a Kaito, which I don't care very much about, if I'm being totally honest. Not playing white or that Midnight Mayhem would be pretty fantastic. Nowhere to Run's good. I think I'm going to have to take it. Could have taken the Kaito. I actually do already have a Kaito. I just don't play those cards often. Arabella's amazing. In this case, I'm probably going to take the Fear of Being Hunted again, but I really love Withering Torment also. The Dragonfire is a definite maybe, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Dragonfire. Got a black-green land, which is super tempting here. This dog's pretty good, too. Give a menace to a creature. I think I'm going to take the Watchdog. We do have a rare here with Rip. I don't want it particularly. But I don't really want anything else in here either, so I'm probably going to take it just to take it. Fear of the Dark's the maybe pick here, but I don't love it, so I think I'm just going to grab the rare to grab it. I do think the Flesh Burrower is definitely good enough to take another one. I think Leyline's pretty terrible here, but I'll take it just because I want it. I don't need it and probably won't ever use it in a deck, but it's still neat. I don't think the Clown's terrible. I don't have a lot of 2 or less power creatures, but maybe I just take another Inferno. I think Commune's still good. Monstrous Emergence is good. Long Neck probably would have been my second pick there. Amalgam maybe third. It does have Flash at least. I guess we could take the Swamp Cycling guy. Nothing here looks great. I'll probably take the Attack in the Box. This is the last pack, which is kind of sad. Fear of the Dark. I didn't end up finding anything that I really wanted. Alright. So let's see what we have here. Obviously, too many cards in the deck. I'm going to be cutting a lot of stuff here that I just know isn't going to be useful. Don't want any of the blue cards. This isn't the worst. I definitely feel like this is like a black-green deck with splash red. I do want some of the top end where I can keep it. Let's see how many creatures we have that would actually be useful for the Clown. If I keep Attack in the Box, that's 2. We've got the Gremlin, so 3. Playmate, 4. Burrowers both work. So maybe the Clown's not that bad. The Watchdogs and the Watchdog and the Wicker Folk don't trigger it. But maybe in that case, we can keep the Clown. I think I get rid of the Survivor. Fear of Being Hunted is a really good card, and thought about taking a second one earlier on there. I think Leyline's pretty useless. I don't love the Anthropede, but the fact that it could get rid of an enchantment for us is pretty nice. I think found footage is good enough. The Beastie probably isn't. Grievous Wounds probably not good enough. Probably drop the Fear of Being Hunted in this deck. I don't think Horde Vigor's great. I want to keep removal outlets wherever possible. It's pretty expensive, but it's still probably worth it. As far as land, I'm pretty happy with what it has us set with. Maybe we get rid of Commune with Evil. I don't really want to cut any of my creatures that are... Maybe we cut a Grab the Prize. Yeah. I don't think it's bad, especially not for enabling Delirium, but I just don't think it's what I want right there. Frantic Strength's a maybe to get rid of. I do still feel like Cracked Skull's pretty good. Maybe we get rid of the Watchdog because it doesn't quite fit. I could see getting rid of the Attic, but the draw is pretty nice. Let's cut the Swamp Cycler. I don't think he's that good. I wish we had more like big bombs, but even from what I've cut, I don't think there was anything fantastic there. We did cut some of our stuff like this Beastie and stuff. The Manifest Dread would still be nice, but let's see here. Maybe we get rid of one attack in the box? I'm tempted to get rid of the Inferno since it's expensive, but I still feel like it'll probably be worth it. So we'll get rid of one attack in the box and try this. I'm pretty fine with this land, if I'm being totally honest. We don't have any 1-drops. I don't even think there are any 1-drops in the game, or in this deck, so I'm okay with this. I think this is fine. This will only be a mountain right now, but that'll get fixed really quickly. Let's go ahead. Fleshburrow is probably what I want. I don't know. Let's go with the Playmate. Cracked Skull's probably going on the very first thing he plays. Unless it's a ticket booth. Guess that's fair. Well, he did play a creature. So let's go ahead, put Cracked Skull on there. What do we not want him to have? I don't see anything that I really don't want him to have, so let's just get rid of the Egotist, I think. I don't know how much enchantment he's actually running, but I feel like that thing getting to get a bunch of triggers would be annoying. We're doing pretty good on Delirium now. This is probably going to be a Burrower plus Gremlin turn. Discard 2 cards. That sucks a little bit. Let's do this. What do we have in here? We've got creature, artifact, and enchantment. That'll get an instant in. Yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. Clockwork Percussionist. Now we've got a little Death Touch creature, which is nice. And our Impossible Inferno is totally usable now, I think, right? I don't care for him hitting me for 1. Blazemire Verge. Let's go Inferno here. Is that until end of turn? Next turn. Nice. So I can still use it too. Nowhere to Run does get rid of my creature, which is unfortunate. And we've just got a land, so we're losing that. Hopefully we can get something of substance and stop being flooded here. Leech. So if we can get some enchantments to trigger that, that would be nice. It's pretty unfortunate. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Scorching Dragonfire is not terrible. Then as it sits, I think I'd still rather attack with the Leech. Would actually like my Annex now to help me draw some cards. Got plenty of land out to do multiple plays, just need something to actually get it going. That was amazing. I can't believe that happened. I'm so disappointed that it's land. So, not huge, but we did get a little bit of something going at least. Got a clown. Don't love it. It's something. Yeah, that just kills me, unfortunately. I didn't feel like that performed that bad, but I couldn't quite get there. He had just a little bit more value than I did. Alright, we have no red, but I think this is probably still fine for now. We are going first, which is pretty nice. There's a good chance we can get the Leech out and then get something playing off of it. Flesh Burrower is tempting to be a first play too. I think now though we're going to go Gremlin for more value down the line. If I had gotten to keep my Gremlin longer earlier, it would have been really nice. Okay, so immediately rendered useless. Let's go here. Loses all of its abilities as well, which is pretty sad. I think in this case I'm just going to go Leech. First Windbreaker, so now he has a flying creature. So we've got 4 mana here. I think I'm going to go with Dragonfire and the Flesh Burrower. Managed to exile that, so that was actually fantastic. Because it turned out to be a creature that's repetitive. We've got Attack in the Box and Cracked Skull. I think Cracked Skull is going to be a really nice option here. Sporogenic's probably what we're getting rid of. Hard to say, though. Kind of want him to use Sporogenic, if I'm being totally honest. I hardly even care if this thing hits me. I don't love being milled in a format where we're playing 40-card decks, but... Delirium's definitely going to be online now. Let's go ahead and get rid of this permanently. Got a murder for his next thing if he even plays it, which I don't think he can. Our little companion here is making a fuss. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and murder, get it out of the way. Unfortunately, I don't have anything I can play for 2, but I can keep getting damage in with the Bellmark Leech for now. Another Windbreaker. Not sure exactly what I want to do here. They don't have a room, but reach could matter, so I'll go with this. He's got a 4/1. I want to keep my reach blocker. And honestly, I don't mind if he does attack. This is enough to kill him if he doesn't block. Missing out on the green to get the Shrieker out, but I don't know how relevant it would even be if I'm being totally honest. This does unfortunately have Death Touch. But he's low, we just gotta get in that last little bit of damage. One forest would have already gotten us quite a bit in. Didn't want to see my Death Touch monster again. He's down to 2. He can't play that without having some way to get something to happen with it. Go ahead and get the Playmate out. Oh, I thought he needed a creature to cast that, but... Okay, we've got a forest, so we finally have a little bit of something going on. The Manifest Dread will make me being milled much quicker, though. I have nothing to discard. Let's go with that and just win. So we got at least one win with this deck. That already makes me feel quite a bit better, because I was worried after that first match. Missing out on any black here, which is fairly disappointing, but we can get the Wildfire Wickerfolk going, so I'm going to give it a shot. We'll just have to see if we draw into any black land or not. I think green's pretty much a staple in most decks in draft, so playing that early on will still leave the opponent quite unsure of what we're doing. Not that I'm even sure what we're doing, and I do know. Alright, so we're going to go with the Wickerfolk, get some haste going. Then next, it'll probably be the Shrieker, because he'll help with the Delirium as well. And if the Wickerfolk does die, it's not the biggest deal. It'll at least feed 2 into our Delirium. Obviously, he wants to kill that immediately, or disable it at the very least. See a lot of those people, or a lot of people playing those Unable to Screams. I think this is probably the answer, though. Reach could matter, and this isn't playable right now, so let's do this. Got the Swamp that we would have used to play it. Definitely playing the Reach creature next, though. I think the red companion of this is my favorite, the red mask. He could counter the Anthropede, I suppose. That's, I guess, what the stop is. Or maybe a flash enchantment. I don't need to discard anything. Not that that's really doing anything for me, but... Tapping down my creature, fair. I guess that's what he was deciding on. Let's see, would rather lose this, I suppose. Don't really have a way to get rid of these enchantments, unfortunately, though. shuffling away my creature, which is honestly fine and is not a big deal at all. I guess it keeps me from having a reach creature for a while, but I'm still in the lead race-wise, and now both of my creatures are going to be having Death Touch. There wasn't really any reason to flash that. Meat Locker to tap down my other blocker, which is still fine too. He's gonna get... I guess I can reduce the draws by 1. Do feel like I'm getting flooded pretty often with this deck. Maybe I should have reduced the land by just a bit. He doesn't have any cards in hand. But I can make this a 1, I guess, at least. 1 toughness creature, essentially. Not that it's really going to matter, because my stuff has Death Touch, but... maybe I should have kept the Cracked Skull, since he is drawing so many cards. Healed up with the Winter's Intervention, so I'm most likely dead here, unfortunately. Probably this one, I suppose. Now we do have a flying blocker. But we'll most likely have to use it on the Enduring Curiosity, unless he gets rid of my creature, which is entirely possible with what he has. And if I do get to just attack all out next turn, I might win. This is very close, actually. Maybe he has a way to kill that I'm not aware of. Okay, so he's gonna minus it with the nowhere to run that he brought back. Makes sense. Let's attack first. Didn't get the Delirium, but which is kind of what I was hoping for. We are okay as far as damage taken here, but we need something on board to really start making something happen. Unfortunately, he's got card draw, so he's really at an advantage there, and he just got lifelink, and I have nothing but land, so we lose. I went ahead and reduced just a bit of the land in the deck. We'll see if it makes any difference or not. I doubt it, though. Don't have any black yet, which is a little disappointing. Really feel that that's probably not what anyone would want to target, but you know, they can do what they want. See if he has more removal immediately. Looks like no. Should probably keep in mind going forward now what cards we need in the graveyard for Delirium. Unfortunately, the opponent did have a Murder. Really could use a Swamp. I don't know if we're going to get it. See, what was this? The Watchdog. It's only when it enters or dies that you get the Surveil, so flipping it up won't make any difference. Chose to get rid of the Death Touch, makes sense. Really could use some swamps now. Finally getting the swamp. I'm pretty fine with that. I don't see what putting something in his graveyard's gonna matter. He could have Live or Die, which would give him something, but okay. So do we want to play a creature here and pump ours? Or go ahead and, well, I could do both sides of this. Let's start with this then. Maybe I should have gone Balemark Leech and then that next turn. It's hard to say. Okay. Think I want Gremlin. Leaves me with 4. I'm gonna use the Murder. No. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Murder. I want to save my Let's Play game. We are one closer to Delirium now. Damnation got rid of all of my stuff, which is unfortunate. We have a 5/5 creature now. Is this a instant? What do we need? We need a sorcery or an enchantment. I think in this case I probably need to make them discard. Has haste, but attacking isn't beneficial for him here. I have to block it. This will give me Delirium if he does kill it somehow, which he didn't. I think I just attack. Hey, we got a second win. Alright, we are into match 5. Still missing black, which could be hugely problematic, but we do have a gremlin. I'll give it a try. Probably going attack in the box next. Try and see if we can't get us some land. A swamp specifically. There we go. That worked out perfectly. Maybe we go ahead and get rid of Fear of the Dark. Really helps with Delirium. Don't really mind him blocking there since it doesn't kill my creature unless he has a trick. Which he does, which is a little sad, but still. Saved my face from it, I suppose. We do have Let's Play a Game available now, which could be fun. It has First Strike, no reason for me to block it. Let's see what we want to do here, though. Let's attack first. Okay. This is an enchantment, so it'll also trigger Eerie. So now we have a 4/4 with Trample and a 2/2 with Menace. Which isn't bad. Use Murder on that. Which we shall. He'll have to double block it if he wants to block it, and it'll kill both. More damage to my leech, which is sad. Oh, we're definitely going here. Start getting some Manifest Dread going. Like he just wants to start slowly pinging me. Let's start with an attack and Manifest Dread. Get the attack in the box. Now it's not dangerous for my creature. And let's draw some cards. Got a land. I think we have a really good chance here. Yeah. So we got a third win. I did cut some land 2 games ago. So I think that really did actually make a huge difference. It's kind of working out. We'll see if it continues at all. Got a pretty good land set up here, I believe. And I'm alright with these cards, so... Let's start with, not sure. Start with a swamp to get it set up. Go mountain. I think I just pass here, obviously. We've got our nowhere to run, but I don't have anything I desperately want to use with it yet. That's a good thing to use it on. Land's looking fantastic. We don't have anything for subsequent triggers on the clown yet, so let's crack skull him. Let's get rid of the ticket booth. It's probably the most dangerous thing immediately. Though we could have gotten rid of it with the Anthropede as well. The Anthropede's a little bit harder to get rid of, and it blocks the goat just fine because the goat has cracked skull on it. Hard to say what I want to do here. I think I'm going to use Inferno to get rid of the hand. It is an instant, so I could have done that on their turn, but it still just seemed like the right thing to go ahead and do now. Okay. We're on the back foot here until we draw something that is just a little bit more gas than all land. I cut 2 land a couple of matches ago, like I said, and added in the Watchdog and something else. Attack in the box, a third one. Or a second one. This will deal with the goat, which means I can go ahead and attack. Because it only needed 1 damage to destroy it. So I can at least start getting a little bit of damage in. Got a toy. Ragged Playmate. Can start making stuff unblockable if it becomes relevant. Looks like they're getting flooded now, which I still am too. Looks like he does have something. Another Dragonfire. I'd much rather that be used on something useless, like that doll. Got a new hand. I'm stuck on land still. He doesn't have Delirium, so it's just a 2/2. That is something that does effectively block my Anthropede, unfortunately. Got an attack in the box, which is not bad. He's really going to want to try and block that now. Pretty sure we do have Delirium if it becomes relevant. Yeah, we certainly do. That actually really helped him out a lot. Puts me back on the defense, which is too bad. I actually made some progress there for a moment, but now I'm going to be hurting. This gives trample at least, which is nice. Puts him at 5. I don't think he can kill me this turn. Actually, he certainly can if he discards. I think he could have killed me if he had just discarded that, or even if he had opened the other side of it. Yeah, to give something double try. There you go. So yeah, I lose, unfortunately. That's all the games. Well, unfortunately we did only manage 3 wins, but considering we did 3 wins when we were just trying to grab up value cards, I don't think it was that bad. If you want to do better, you definitely want to try and draft for synergy. I think Boros is very strong. I think Gruul is really strong. So going red-green or red-white is probably what I would recommend in this format, based on what I've seen and what I've played a little bit. But I did enjoy that, and kind of just played off the cards that we got. Maybe I should have tried to get a little more top-end value, but we had some okay cards, so it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I thank you all for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this. It was something interesting, at least, to do different.